Ithaca Press presents The Group, written by Sigge Eklund, translated by Rachel Wilson-Broyles, and read by Alix Dunmore. April. Chapter 1. Hanna is sitting at a pavement cafe, amid throngs of people, when she sees the group for the first time. The digital sign on the front of the train station reads 26 degrees Celsius, even though it's 7 in the evening. The sun is low above the rooftops, but still blazing bright. There is a certain stillness on the square. Even the clusters of teenagers stroll around sleepily. Maybe it's the heat slowing everything down. The air is so still that the odours of cooking food, car exhaust and perfume linger in clouds. The coffee tastes richer than in Sweden. The facades around the square are stately and richly detailed, with Arabic and Roman borders framing the tall windows. Beyond the rooftops rise tall church spires and cupolas. The buildings are so grand that she feels meaningless in their presence. It would be simple to vanish here, get lost in the alleys, dissolve into the swarms. She has just raised a hand to order more coffee when she sees them approaching from across the square. She lowers her arm. The first thing she notices is their faces. One of the guys has a long blonde mane, an oval face, and substantial eyebrows. The shorter guy is beautiful too, but in a more boyish way, with honey-coloured curls and narrow shoulders. The girl has dark hair in a messy bun, a high forehead. She looks like a fairy tale creature, with her large eyes and mouth. Hanna observes them as they cross the square. Their shadows are fallen pillars across the open area. The tall guy moves languidly, his long hair swinging back and forth over his face. He's so tanned you can't tell his lips from the rest of his skin. His arms move through the air as he speaks to the others. She studies his light-coloured clothing, which amplifies the impression of cool, clean freshness. His unbuttoned white shirt, his beige trousers and canvas shoes, the cigarette balancing between his fingers as he gesticulates. The short guy walks beside him, listening. He seems more restless than the tall guy, a bouncing gait, a changeable face, now smiling, now serious. The girl walks a few steps behind them, her brown legs gleaming in the sun. The way she walks is unusual, but captivating. She seems to concentrate and stare down at her feet, as though she's walking a tightrope. As the group passes her table, they're so close that Hanna could reach out and touch them. Chapter 2. The next morning she wakes early in the tiny flat she's renting, which consists of no more than one room with a kitchenette. She changes clothes several times. She doesn't quite know what the museum's dress code is. At last she decides to play it safe with a plain white shirt and conservative black skirt. When she arrives at the museum campus, she realises she's early. She sits down on a bench in the shade to wait. The sun is hot, even though it's only 8:30. Everything around her is lush and green. The cherry trees are in bloom. The rain of the irrigation sprinklers glitters in the sunlight, and beyond the trees rises the huge museum. When it's time, she stands up, crosses the great gravel courtyard, and walks through the tall glass doors. The archivist is standing in the right-hand corner of the lobby, just as they'd agreed. He is short and bearded, and gives her a big smile as he offers his hand. Andres. He praises her choice of outfit, and adds that he's been wearing black since 1980. He laughs. Hanna had expected an interview, but soon realises he's not interested in her background, which she appreciates. After a long monologue about the history of the archives, he spreads a map of the museum across the desk, and launches into an explanation of all the functions of the various departments. He speaks rapidly, eagerly, as he points at the map. It's hard to follow his Spanish, but he's in a good mood, and his eyes are bright behind his
Sample complete. Ready to continue?